BT7844, Crossroads episode 4307, part 1 with sound up.
The employee of the month must be conscientious and reliable, fully up to the mark on his or her job and capable...
Hang on, you're going too fast.
Fully up to the mark on his or her job, Emery.
100 words a minute is the mark for mine, Mr. Chance.
And capable of giving that little bit extra when called upon.
Oh, no.
Prepared for all eventualities, tidy, well organised.
Hang on, I've brought him a pencil.
Neither blaming his or her tools or seeking excuses for inefficiency.
Right, I got up to extra.
And at all times respectful of his or her superiors.
What?
And of a pleasant disposition, even under the most trying circumstances. No, on second thoughts, forget that. I mean, apart from the chef's cat, I haven't seen a smile around this place for 3 weeks. Adam Chance. I'm sorry. What? I think you've got the wrong number. That's all. Goodbye. Some man returning my call. A car salesman.
What?
Where was I?
That was for me.
Neither must the employee of the month use the company telephone during the company's time and at the company's expense, Anne-Marie.
I phoned her before I came in this morning.
I didn't know you were buying a car. I didn't know you could even drive.
I expect instructions will come with it. There's generally a handbook, isn't there? Or is sarcasm in front of your superior not the mark of a top employee either?
I wouldn't buy an old banger from this lot.
Oh, I've got no intention of buying an old banger.
That's all they've got.
Anne-Marie, I'm trying to get hold of Tracy, but there's no reply from the health centre bar. Look, could you get over there and find it for me?
Yes, of course. Glad to.
Oh, right.
There is a Triumph Spitfire here. One very old, careful lady driver. That might be all right. Think you'll find that Tracy is in the leisure centre office with Daniel?
No, she's not. He's not there yet either.
Well, it's a black mark for Daniel. Not that he is a contender for the employee of the month.
Isn't he? Oh, no, I suppose he's management, isn't he?
Well, after a fashion, yes. What I meant is, Nicola, that he's your stepson. We don't want any suggestion of nepotism, do we?
Of course not, Adam.
There is, of course, Tracy. I mean, she's doing very well. Then she's not been here for very long.
Oh, I don't see that that has to matter.
Then, of course, she is Daniel's girlfriend. And that could be seen to be thought that she has an ear in court. I think the chef's cat should get the award.
Are you feeling all right?
It's a good mouser. It's a kind purr to pass the time of day.
Oh, I wish this employee of the month business had passed us by just at the moment. Does nothing but stir up trouble.
Yes, I'm just sending out a memo stating what qualities the company are looking for.
Come in. Oh, Derby.
You wanted to see me, ma'am?
Yes, I've had a letter from the Beekmans. They must have sent it when they left Heathrow.
Don't tell me. They found the ring.
No. They just want us to contact their insurer's agents as soon as we find it.
Ring? What ring?
They said it was worth £1,000. They wanted to call in the police.
I'm not surprised.
Mrs. Fellows asked Anne-Marie to put some stationery in their room.
Anne-Marie?
Yes, look, Adam, I'm sorry. If you want to find out about this, I'm sure Derby will tell you. It's just that I'm awfully busy just at the moment.
Yeah, no, we'll get on. Derby, let's have a quick word.
Hello, could you put me through to Mr. Benson, please?
Mrs. Freeman seems to be under an awful lot of strain.
I'm not surprised if a ring worth £1,000 has gone missing.
I don't think it's only that, but it was a very bad business. Poor Anne-Marie was immediately suspected.
Was she?
Yes. But Mrs. Freeman says she's got nothing to do with it at all.
She's just told me she's thinking of buying a car.
Well, if she can do that with the £1,000 she got in her beauty competition, she's still got that.
Still, I'd be happier if I knew what became of that ring.
Sorry, won't be a minute. Take a seat, won't you? Now, how can I help you?
Oh, it's about a ring.
Right. What kind of ring?
Well, I don't really know.
Well, we've all sorts here, all sorts of rings.
Oh, yeah, I know. I saw them all in the window.
Ah, one out of the window.
Well, not exactly.
Well, perhaps there's something here that might interest you. These are the inexpensive rings. They're ever so nice, though.
Sorry. That one looks a bit like it.
This one? It is nice, isn't it? Are you buying a present for your mum?
Oh, no.
Oh.
How much would you give me for that one?
It's a question of what you'd give to us. Just tell me how much you'd like to pay, and I'll see if we have something within your range.
Oh, I don't pay.
No. Well, no, you wouldn't want to pay, but I can't just give it to you, can I?
But I don't buy one.
Just looking.
Well, what it is,
Here, how much money have you got?
£5. But I'll get paid again tomorrow.
Perhaps there's something here that might interest you. Here you are. What do you think?
That's not a ring.
It's under £5, though.
Lorraine thinks she skived off with Daniel.
She any idea where?
No, and her father's coming in to see her this evening. He phoned just now. Oh, and he wanted to know if he could see you as well.
Did he?
Yeah, I said I would call him back, though.
Oh, I can't imagine why, but if it's after work, it'd better be about 6:30.
Right, okay. Oh, and Mrs. Bristol phoned as well. She's coming in for a class this afternoon and wants to know if she can pop in afterwards.
Yes, that's fine.
You're quite sure?
Yeah.
It is nice, isn't it?
I know somebody gonna really like that.
It's not a ring, of course.
Well, I can see that, miss. It's not a ring.
You'd like it, though?
Yeah.
Well, that'll be £4.75 then, please, sir.
But where do you find all these rings?
Find them? They haven't fallen off the back of a lorry, if that's what you mean.
You'd get a lot of rings on the lorry, wouldn't you?
You would indeed. Imagine a lorry load of rings. Well, even if they were only worth £100 each, you'd be a millionaire.
Do you say £100? Just one of them rings?
There is some on that tray worth a lot more than that. £400, some of those.
If you did find a lorry load of rings and you did want to sell them, what I mean is how do you sell a ring?
Have you a ring you want to sell?
Yeah.
Oh, well, provided you can prove it's yours.
Right.
Well, we wouldn't be interested in something you just found off the back of a lorry or anywhere else.
I'll just take the piggy bank. Is that enough?
I'll get you 25p change.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
Hmm?
Well, it means I don't have to walk home.
VTR 7844, Crossroads episode 4307, part 2 with Sound Up.
on December the 18th, the last Wednesday before Christmas.
You did say good companions, didn't you?
That's right. It's always been the last Wednesday before Christmas.
Ah, Miss Bywater, isn't it? I hope I haven't kept you.
Not at all. Your secretary was being very helpful. Please don't apologise.
It's been one of those afternoons, I'm afraid. Now, what can I do for you?
It's just to sort out the arrangements for our party.
Ah, yes. Now, when is that?
In no time at all, Mr. Chance.
Oh, really?
December the 18th.
Ah, a few weeks yet.
Still, we don't want to leave it to the last minute. That could be the mistake made last year. Now, I wonder if one of us would like to take notes. I've only got a few points to raise, but
Yes,
even so.
of course. Please, won't you sit down, Anne-Marie?
Yes. I always think it best to have things in writing.
Yes, yes, of course you do.
Now then, let me see what's first. Oh, yes. What became of the mince pies?
They got eaten?
Not by everyone, that's the point. Now, I know Mrs. Ackroyd has a particular fondness for them.
Ah.
It's not pleasant, you know, to be old and have very little to look forward to, and then to find that your one little treat has been gobbled up by the former treasurer of the King's Oak W.I.
Double the quantities of mince pies, Emery.
Thank you. You are being helpful. Right, now, what's next? Oh, yes. My committee would appreciate it if you would kindly make the floor less slippery.
The floor.
Yes. It just needs sanding.
Sanding? Look, I can't promise to do anything about...
Oh, dear, no, I really can't make this out. Oh, dear, I'm terribly sorry. I can't read my own writing.
Crackers?
Crackers? Oh, crackers, yes. Most of the good companions are very broad-minded.
Good, good, good.
As I am myself. But we do have several members who are getting on in years and therefore rather easily offended.
Buy a Christmas cracker?
By what it contains. Those mottos. You know, the jokes. My committee asked me to point out that last year, one or two of them were distinctly on the rude side.
Could you give me an example, Miss Bywater?
I don't think there's anything that would shock you or me, Mr. Chance. But I've no wish to bring a blush to the cheek of your secretary. So if you could perhaps see to that for us, too.
You see, the problem about censoring a Christmas cracker, Miss Bywater, is once you open it up...
I'm sure you'll find a way. We have every confidence in you.
Oh, Stephen, they're beautiful. And there was I thinking you'd forget.
You didn't let me forget, did you?
Gosh, a year ago. Doesn't time fly?
Yes. We're going to celebrate by eating Italian.
Going out?
The same sort of meal as we had on the first night of our honeymoon in Italy.
Can you remember what that was?
Yeah, but I'm sure you can. But we'll have to leave by 6:30.
Oh, as early as that. I was rather hoping...
Yes, well,
that we
the only time I can get a table is for 7:15.
Where are we going then?
Rossini's.
That'll cost a fortune.
Darling, I know we've just got a house, but I still think there's enough in the kitty to have a decent meal on our wedding anniversary.
Oh, Stephen. You're not having any regrets, are you?
Well, I know it's been a difficult first year for us
No,
both,
no,
but-
I mean about the house.
Of course not. I felt quite light-hearted at school today. Given our new head, that's really saying something. How was your day?
I hardly noticed it. I was walking on air.
Oh, and one other thing. The photographer. Last year he came so early we'd hardly got into the party spirit at all. About 8:30 would suit us best, if you'd be so kind.
It'll still be going on at 8:30?
That's generally about when it takes off. Oh, I doubt if Marianne Dubois will even have arrived by 8:30. Fortunately, her boyfriend is on our committee, so we're pretty sure they'll turn up at some point.
How old is her boyfriend?
Norman. He's exactly 61. The life and soul of the party. Second only to his mother.
He's bringing his mother?
She's only just reached 77, you know.
A mere child.
Exactly. It's when she brings her mother that we can have problems. Well, good afternoon to you both.
Good afternoon, Miss Bywater, and we shall make sure that this is one of the best Christmas parties that you have ever had.
Oh, Miss Bywater.
Yes.
You did say December the 18th, didn't you?
If that's the last Wednesday before Christmas, yes. You might care to drop in on us yourself that night, Mr. Chance. We always give a warm welcome to any new recruit who might be joining us shortly. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. No wonder Jill went spare. It all comes back to me now. She said she'd rather emigrate than do that Christmas party again.
Is that why she didn't put it in the book?
Yeah, quite probably. You make sure it's in there now.
There's no room.
What?
December the 18th has been booked for an RAF regiment dinner. 6:30 to midnight.
Darby, champagne!
But it isn't champagne. It's Asti Spumante. It's Italian. Don't you remember I taught you a few words in Italian before you went on your honeymoon?
Yeah, and I couldn't remember a word, could I, when I got there? Stephen! Darby's just dropped in.
Coming!
We're just going out to celebrate, as a matter of fact.
Oh, I don't want to hold you up. That's just a little something to commemorate the occasion.
Yeah, well, as a matter of fact, between you and me, Darby, I'd rather be stopping at home. You see, I went to the estate agent on the way.
Darby, what a nice surprise.
Look what he's brought us, Stephen.
Yeah, yes.
Who's that, I wonder?
Diane, a week early.
Stephen, don't.
I'm only joking.
Now you've got your house, it wouldn't matter.
Hello, Benny.
No, I brought you a present.
Oh, come on in. It's Benny.
No, Mr. Darby, I didn't expect you to be here.
Yeah, well, Mr. Darby's brought us a present too.
Anniversary. Somebody said that it got to be silver.
You have to be married a lot longer than we have to have silver, Benny.
Oh, Benny, that's lovely. Look, Stephen, it's just what we wanted, isn't it?
Yes.
So there you have it, Maggie. Story so far.
Gosh. Well, there's more to come.
Look, it's not going to go any further than this room, is it?
You know me.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
I promise. Look, of course, if she does decide to go
well,
on
then
working...
everyone will have to be told, of course.
Yes? Good Lord. So that's why you ran away so mysteriously all those years ago. What a life you've led, Susie. I mean, whoever would have thought it?
Come in.
Mr. Benson's here.
Oh, yes. Show him in, would you, Anne-Marie? Okay. Maggie, just promise me that everything we've said in this room...
Mum's the word. Oh, sorry. Bit unfortunate, but you know what I mean. Now, look, stop worrying. You can rely on me. Hi.
Hi.
Bye, Mags.
Bye, both.
If there's nothing else, I'll get off home now.
Still no sign of Tracy and Daniel?
No, there wasn't just now.
Well, you get off home then, Anne-Marie. Thank
Right. Good night.
you. Night. Oh, Sam, there's been no word from her all day.
Give her time.
I'm getting more and more anxious.
I think it would be a mistake if she chooses to stay here.
Why?
Imagine all the chatter among the leotarded ladies in the fitness club if all this comes out.
Look, I can't lose her now. I just can't.
Wherever she goes after this, you'll always be able to keep in touch.
Only if she wants to keep in touch with me. If she walks out of here, I'm sure it means she's going to walk out on me.
You've no reason to believe that.
I'm horribly afraid I'm right, though. Come in. Oh, yes. Mr. Hobbs, of course. Hello, good evening. This is Mr. Sam Benson, a friend of mine. This is Mr. Hobbs, Tracy's father.
Legally, anyway.
Not just legally. I'm the only father our Tracy's ever known. They said at the desk she was still out.
Yes. I'll just see if I can find her.
Why couldn't you have just left well alone, Mr. Hobbs?
Come again?
The only father she's ever known. You could have kept it that way, you know.
Is this any business of yours?
Have you any idea of the havoc that you've caused?
Mrs. Freeman is delighted to have discovered her daughter, and as for Tracy...
Sneaking in here, watching what happened? Like some spider on the wall.
She had a right to know.
Then why didn't you tell her, eh? This is your mother. Get to know her if you want to. Don't if you don't. Why did you play that bizarre trick?
No one ever speaks to me like that, mate.
Then don't ever come close enough again to give me the chance to. And if you play any more of your silly little games, I will personally wring your silly little neck.